If you are a medical student, are you okay? If you are an international student, you don't need to be a medical student, but if you're an international student, are you alright? Yeah. But no, if you're a medical, no, wait, other way. If you are an international medical student, are you really okay? Because I'm not okay sometimes, and I don't like to tell lies. I like to be honest. I'm not okay sometimes. So today we're looking at behind the mind of a medical student because just because. And for those who do not know, welcome to my channel, MD in the Making, and you can also check me out on Instagram, MD in the Making, to join my journey to becoming a medical doctor and gynecologist. I am Ashanti. For those who do not know, I am Jamaican and I am studying medicine in Dominica, the nature island of the Caribbean. Number one, the whole process, medical school, it can be mentally exhausting. It can it can really be medical. No, I even mixed up what I'm saying. It can really be mentally exhausting, especially if you work while going to school. Because I used to work. I worked for maybe almost a year. I know other persons who are working and going to school. And even if you are not working, it can be it can be exhausting, mentally exhausting, and it can really take a lot out of you. And yeah, the whole process. So I did 1 year of pre-med, then I did 2 years of basic sciences, which is basically we're in the classroom learning. And yeah, I just completed my third year. I have 2 more years left, clinical sciences within the hospital. But before that, I have step one, USMLE step one. We'll touch on that a bit more later. And then there are so many exams, MBME, step one, step two, step three, regular class exams that we had to do. So the whole process can really be a lot. And then after graduating, you can be a general practitioner, but some persons also go on to specialize gynecology, dermatology, cardiology, and things like that. The whole process can be exhausting. Studying can be a whole lot. It's not easy. It really isn't. I have a little paper that I'm reading off, and it can make you doubt yourself sometimes, can make you doubt your whole self existence. You really sit down and ask yourself, can I really do this? Can I pull this off? Can I do this? But then, sometimes it starts come to your mind that, I can't really sing so much else. I'm not going to sing, guys. The song that I just can't give up. No, I've come too far to turn back. Nobody told me that the road would be easy, but I don't believe God has brought me this far to leave me. I know some persons do actually start the journey and they give up and they don't continue, and my heart goes out for them because it is really not easy. I can't lie to you. And one thing I've been learning is that this whole process of medical school, it really prepares you to be a doctor. It's trying to teach you resilience, self-control, self-discipline. It takes a lot of willpower. And for me personally, it's not something I can do of myself. It's like, the hands of God holding me together, holding my mental health intact, especially because I'm not home, which makes it a whole lot harder. You don't have it's not like your home. It makes it a lot harder. And currently, where I am now, I just finished my third year. I'm preparing for USMLE Step 1, which is an exam that, we have to do if we want to study in the US, but it's not an optional exam. The school that I attend makes it a mandatory exam. So I'm currently preparing for this exam before I move on to my fourth year. And it's basically everything that we've learned in medical school, which is a lot. Imagine all the diseases you can imagine. Imagine all the drugs in this world that you can think about. Like, come on, come on, come on. It's honestly a lot. And the exam is around 8 hours, 280 questions, and I think you get a hour break. It's really a lot. As I said, this whole journey. Sorry, is trying to help us to build resilience and strength. And then after I do the step one exam, I have to move on to my clinicals, and that is another mountain for me as well, because my fourth year is double what I normally pay. mountains. And then my fifth year is also double what I normally pay. So but this song I will lift up my eyes to the hills, from where my help comes from. My help comes from God, because where else can I look but to look up? Who else can help me but God? And we have so many expenses apart from my double tuition that is coming up. We have rent, you have transportation. Well, I don't take transportation as much. I live in good enough vicinity to school, so I just walk to school, walk home. Most of the time you have groceries, you have light, you have gas, you have water, personal items. It's a lot. And some person might say, if you know the expenses, why would you go and study medicine? Why not? Why not? I mean, I don't have it, but that doesn't mean that I should not get up and try and go after my dreams, go after what I want to do. Back to my story, yes. And another thing, we learn a lot. Well, let me talk about me. Let me not put nobody else into this. I learn a lot and I forget a lot. Honestly, it is so much. As I said, imagine all the diseases in the world, imagine all the drugs, especially the drugs. Because for the drugs, you have to know what they do, you have to know what they do when they go inside the body, what the body does to the drug, how the drug react with other drugs, how the drug react with food, which conditions you use this drug. It's a whole lot. You learn a lot, you forget a lot. And for example, I was looking at a specific thing that I learned already. And I've been through it so many times and I keep forgetting. You learn a lot, you forget a lot, and it is not easy. And even after you finish medical school, learning does not stop. Learning is lifelong for those in medicine. Especially if you are in Jamaica, I envy you. You know why? Because I'm not in Jamaica. I envy you real nice and real bad, real bad, real bad. So medical students, are you okay? How are you coping? How are you holding up? What is going on? And especially if you are an international student, how are you holding up? Especially if you are from Jamaica, you're not home, you're studying something else somewhere else in the world. How are you holding up? Because once we're not in Jamaica, how are you holding up, guys? Let me know.